Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Friday. Can you believe today is the 24th of November?
I know.
It's Brownie Locks Day
Crazy.
today. So it's kind of like Goldilocks,
Brownie
but it's
Lock.
Brownie Locks, yeah.
Okay.
Celebrate your unique talent day. Heidi has a unique talent. She can draw a whale, a clown, and a bald man reading a newspaper.
And a man reading a newspaper. Yes,
Who
I
taught you
can.
that, by the way? That's her unique talent.
Our daughter is in the studio.
Yeah.
The look she just gave
Have you
me.
never seen these drawings?
You've never seen the drawings?
Oh, Heidi's been
you
holding
are
out
in
on her.
for a treat.
Oh, yeah. Well, you guys chat amongst yourselves. D.B. Cooper Day today, Joe Coy Day, National Sardines Day, and National Use Even If Seal is Broken Day. I don't recommend that. And I am excited to visit with our guest today. Anybody that has a credit card, you might want to listen up because Clint Henderson is the points guy. And I actually saw his name on the side of an airplane. Remember, we were getting on the airplane. I said, "I'm going to talk to that dude."
Yes.
So it says the points guy.
Exciting
it was like,
for all of us.
I was excited. I'm like, "We're going to talk to that guy." Anyway, Clint Henderson will be our guest, the points guy, talking about credit card points, and I'll know a lot more after we chat. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. People who spend 20 hours or more per week in nature or green space are 41% more productive on an average day than those who spent less than 30 minutes a week outside. This is according to a new study of somebody who followed people around who were inside and outside. I can't even imagine. Can you imagine it, just following people around? What are you doing? Checking to see how productive you are? Would you quit following
Pretty
me?
sure it's not how it's done, but okay.
The study, commissioned by the Greener Communities Fund, they've got nothing whatsoever to benefit from telling people to get out in nature. They found that 3/4 of adults feel that spending time in nature gives them a boost of happiness that keeps them going all day. 79%
It absolutely does.
said it
It's
also
so
makes
good
them
for
feel
you.
healthier and more energetic. I saw on Facebook somebody was trying to give away some plants, and I said, "Hey, I want them plants," and they said, "Oh, they're already gone." I was going to put a plant right in here.
That's a nice story.
I know. I'm just saying. Thank you very much. But I was going to get a plant, so we would be in nature all day.
That's good.
Just leave me alone. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know Central Perk Coffee House, named after the fictional shop on Friends, opened their first permanent location in Boston recently?
I did.
And they used it as an occasion to honor Matthew Perry.
I saw that.
I thought that was cool. For the grand opening, they announced in a press release that they would distribute the Chandler Bing, Can I Interest You, and a sarcastic comment sleeve for the entire day in honor of the life-enduring legacy of Matthew Perry. That's kind of neat.
That is neat.
This was almost in my big screen, little screen report, but I thought this would fit right here. Anyway, if you'd like to read more, there's a link to the story and all that. Apparently, Heidi knew all about it. How did you know about it?
Because I saw it online.
Wow. You spend a lot of time on the internet. I guess I do too. All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. The Simpsons co-creator James L. Brooks has confirmed that Homer will continue to strangle Bart on the show. They were asked to stop doing that. It's a long-running joke.
No, you
And
can't stop
somebody
that.
said, no, you can't do that anymore, and he needs to change his
He
ways.
can do whatever he wants.
Anyway, they say the gag is going to continue after all, saying that don't think for a second we're changing anything. Nothing's getting tamed. He'll continue to be strangled if you want to use that awful term for it. He'll continue to be loved by his father in that specific way, end quote. So I don't think they're encouraging, because somebody online was like, we're encouraging violence. It's a cartoon. They're not encouraging violence. No more than, the Roadrunner trying to kill the coyote with all the Acme products.
That needs to stop too, though.
It did. I think it stopped years ago. And Blake Lively is the best Instagram boyfriend. How's that thing? I don't understand. I don't know. Anyway, they joked about taking thirst content of her husband, Ryan Reynolds, midway through a grueling Deadpool workout after Reynolds shared pictures featured his fitness trainer. And with Lively's reflection in the mirror, the actress reposted the picture on her Instagram, writing, "Find yourself a better Instagram boyfriend than me." So
I don't get that.
I don't get it either. Anyway, if you'd like to see it, you certainly can. I've got all the info. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. According to a poll, the number one fantasy for women is having sex with a stranger. Is that your number one fantasy?
No.
The look on your face tells me no. I think your fantasy probably involves a caramel roll. Or was I wrong? Was it a cinnamon roll? I don't know. I just don't think that.
Yeah.
Am I close?
At my age, sex isn't necessarily high on that list anymore.
That's not the fantasy?
No.
What is your number one fantasy? Do you have one? I'm putting you
I
on the
would
spot here.
love shopping with unlimited funds. That's
Okay.
kind of like my idea of.
I'm just saying, now that I mentioned the caramel roll, that's towards the top of my list. I don't even know why. All right, let's move on before I end up getting a caramel roll. Sitting too much may send you to an early death. Yikes, I say, as I'm sitting. Possibly from chronic diseases such as obesity.
Yeah.
Got it. Type 2 diabetes. Don't have it yet. Cardiovascular disease. Hopefully don't have it. And more. So the answer is more physical activity, right? Well, that's certainly a good idea, but a study published in the European Heart Journal found that swapping 30 minutes of sitting per day for an additional 30 minutes of sleep actually lowers your body mass by about a pound. And it's sliced about 2/3 of an inch off of your waistline, just getting that much more sleep instead of sitting. Researchers pointed out that you should still endeavor to eat right, exercise, and get rid of stress, as well as get enough sleep, and that will help you reduce cardiovascular risk.
Okay.
Any of that surprise you?
No.
Because
It's
I
all
would think,
pretty much common sense.
yeah, I would think the sitting would be fine. Sleeping is better because if you're sitting, you might also be snacking. If you're sleeping, very rarely are you
You're not
snacking
eating
while
anything
sleeping.
if you're sleeping.
You know,
That's
usually
exactly
not.
right. Yeah.
If you are, that's actually very, very dangerous. So, scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday. It's Black Friday. A lot of people are going to be spending money between now and the end of the year, and several of those people will be spending money on a thing called a credit card. Well, lucky for you, I have Clint Henderson joining me. He is the points guy, and we're going to chat with him a little bit about the credit card systems, because some people get all kinds of points, miles, whatever. So first of all, Clint, thanks for joining us. Tell me a little bit about how the points system even works.
Yeah, so basically, not only do you get points or miles for every time you swipe your card, but you also can get huge sign-up bonuses. So whether that's a cashback card bonus of $200 or $300, or miles or points of up to 100,000 points or miles, we're talking about some major moolah potentially here, either for your family budget, just everyday expenses, or for potentially for travel if you take it to the next level.
I actually watched a movie. It was an Adam Sandler movie based on a true story about a guy that bought a certain product because of points on that product. But there are some people that take this literally to like a very, very big level.
Absolutely. I work for a company called The Points Guy. So you can imagine, I have 27 credit cards myself. So I get the sign up bonuses and then I keep those cards, or I downgrade them to a no annual fee version. But yeah, the points and miles game has sent me around the world. I didn't really get into this till my 30s. I didn't realize I was leaving money on the table by not using a credit card every time I bought something. So there's certainly very lucrative rewards to be had.
So Clint, for somebody listening that maybe is not using any of this stuff right now and they would like to take the first step, I don't want to say how do they take advantage of the system. That sounds wrong. But how do they use this system to their advantage?
Yeah, so it's not taking advantage because the banks want your business. They are trying to give you a reward so that you'll do business with them. So if you're totally new to this, you can check with your local bank, the bank that you use every day. You can see if they have some kind of rewards credit card. A lot of times you can start with a cash back credit card that will give you a sign up bonus of say $200 or $300. And then every time you use that card, you get points back that you can use to wipe charges off your bill at the end of the month, say for gas or groceries. So that's a real basic way. But 30 million Americans have some kind of co-branded airline credit cards. So a lot of people are wise to this. Those airline credit cards, they give you sign-up bonuses, a certain amount of miles, and then they give you a mile for every time you swipe the card, sometimes bonus miles. Those miles can really add up. They can help pay for your family vacation every year. I tell my friends and family, hey, don't be scared of credit cards. I have 27. Don't be like me. Don't go crazy with it, but you can open one or two new ones a year, get the sign-up bonus that will help with your bills. It'll help you get to travel. It'll open up a whole world to you. As long as you're paying those credit cards off every single month, you should be in good shape. And it can even help your credit, actually.
And I think it's imperative that you pay them off every single month. I love that. With the current economy, is this helping or is this hurting the credit card points game?
Yeah, I mean, if you're paying the bill off every month, it can only help, right? Like, I would like getting charges wiped off my credit card bill, for gas or groceries with those cashback cards. But I really like the sign-up bonuses that help me travel. So absolutely, inflation is high. It's come down a bit, but now gas prices are rising again. So anything you can do, any tools in your toolbox you can use to help pay the bills is a good thing in my mind. And I really look at credit cards as a no-lose situation as long as you're paying them off every month.
Clint, if somebody would like to learn more about how they can utilize this system, I see your website, thepointsguy.com. Could I also learn about the pending legislation that they're trying to take away this system? Would that be the place to go to find that information as well, thepointsguy.com?
We've got articles not only on this legislation, but on the best credit card for you, and also how to use those points and miles to travel around the world. But the website you really want to send people to right now is handsoffmyrewards.com. You can put in your name and address, and it will send a letter on your behalf to your local congressperson to tell them not to pass this legislation. We feel it's very anti-consumer. It could negatively impact some 180,000 jobs, a $23 billion rewards ecosystem. We think it's a really bad idea, and we hope that listeners will get involved.
And what is that website once again?
It's handsoffmyrewards.com.
Very nice. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat today, Clint.
Have a good day.
Absolutely. Again, our guest today has been Clint Henderson, the Points Guy. I've got a link to those websites in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Breathing in helium before playing the clarinet will raise the pitch of the clarinet.
Oh.
Never really even thought about that, but I suppose. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Quotation marks are the youngest punctuation in the English language. They've only been around for about 300 years. Before that, there were a lot of run-on sentences, apparently. What did they do?
I don't know.
Just a bunch of spaces? All right, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In Thailand, it is customary to give presents on your birthday. Well, that would be kind of cool. Heidi would love that. She's a gift giver.
I do like
Yeah.
to give gifts.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Children grow faster in the springtime. Huh. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
On average, there are 178 sesame seeds on each McDonald's Big Mac bun. Wow. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Tigers can be taught to use a litter box. A really big litter box.
Very big.
Can you imagine being the person
litter
who has to
box.
change that litter box?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to clean it, but
It would be horrible. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. 74% of women say having time to do this on a weekend makes them happier in their relationship. What is it?
take a bubble bath.
No, spending time with their girlfriends.
Oh.
Funny thing is, 74% of women like that, but even more, a bigger percentage of men like it.
Please
Just
leave.
kidding.
Go do
Just
something.
kidding. All right, Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. There's a TikTok hack going around that advises people to put toilet paper in the refrigerator as a way of eliminating the stench of spoiled food or whatever else could cause stench
What?
in your fridge. You heard that right.
So bizarre.
2-ply Charmin Ultra Soft can soak up odors. Baking soda is the traditional approach to eliminating odors, but honestly, what under 30-year-old has baking soda in their house? The expert at the parade recommends using a fresh roll, placing it in the back of the refrigerator, away from anything that it could leak on it, and then when you're done, throw it away after 3 weeks. And even then, they warn you, do not try to reuse the roll in the bathroom. By the way, baking soda aside, some other ways to neutralize the stench in your refrigerator include activated charcoal, vanilla, coffee grounds, lemon, and oats, or fridge-specific deodorizers, which are available in local stores. Or, I'm going to throw out just a crazy idea, clean your refrigerator. I know. Horrible advice. No, that just clean your refrigerator. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Effective help for seasonal affective disorder. I think it's interesting that seasonal affective disorder spells out sad because that's what it makes you. So this time of year, people have to manage the winter blues. Light therapy, a light therapy box emits bright, full-spectrum light mimicking natural light, and they say this can actually help you. So if you're getting sad, seasonal affective disorder, they're saying have one of these light therapy gadgets. Exercise, getting the right amount of exercise will help. One of the things, it's not necessarily the light that's bothering us, it's the fact that we're not out doing stuff. Another one, keep a sleep schedule. They're saying don't stay up too late, don't go to sleep too early, just keep a regular schedule. Watch your diet is the next thing on the list. Be social, stay in touch with loved ones. A lot of the time when it's, dark out and cold and all that stuff, people stay to themselves. Set goals and have structure. Practice mindfulness and relaxation. Spend time outdoors, which sounds weird, but they're saying even if it's a cloudy day, exposure to natural light is very beneficial.
That's true.
Engage in self-care. Do things that you like, reading, taking warm baths, pampering yourself. And the last is practice gratitude. Keep a gratitude journal if you'd like. I've got the list in the show notes for today.
All very, 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 very good advice.
Even the gratitude journal.
Yes.
I'll wait and read yours.
I actually have bought one of those for Troy.
I had a
for our
procrastination
son. I
journal
have.
once, and I never got around to it. All right. The list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Now your quote of the day comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Our quote today comes from Steve Martin, who says, "A day without sunshine is like, night." He was such a funny guy. He still is a funny guy. No, he still is a very funny. Back when he did stand-up comedy.
Oh, I know. I loved his stand-up.
His stand-up was so witty. I would love to see him do stand-up today. I think he would just do a really good job. Again, older and wiser. I bet his set today would be hilarious. I'd love to see that. Maybe someday. Steve Martin, quote of the day today, comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. As a matter of fact, it's great news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Take a listen to this, Heidi, from Wheatland, Ohio. Do you know where that is? Is that anywhere near where you're from? Wheatland, Ohio? No. You don't know?
Do you know where I'm from?
I'm sorry. Wheatland, Iowa. I said the wrong state. It's from Wheatland, Iowa. I don't know why I said Ohio. It's from Wheatland, Iowa. Is that anywhere near you're from? Where you're,
I've never heard of it, so I don't believe
okay.
so.
Boy, do I feel silly. Wheatland, Iowa. That's where this is from. I don't know where Ohio came from. Anyway, 16-year-old Lauren Schrader is sowing some seeds of love and compassion and generosity. Hailing from a long line of Future Farmers of America members, Lauren made a significant impact on her community by growing fresh produce on the family farm and donating it to a local nonprofit in eastern
I love
Iowa.
That.
7,000 pounds. That's a lot of. That's a whole lot of stuff.
Food. Yeah.
I was going to say a lot of fruit, but it's vegetables. So a lot of veggies that she has given away.
That's amazing.
Her journey as a philanthropic gardener began during a food drive amid the challenges of the COVID pandemic. Observing a scarcity of fresh produce for the community in need, she decided to take the matters into her own hands. With the support of her family, she transformed a half-acre of land into her own garden during her sophomore year. Thanks to a grant from Future Farmers of America, she expanded the garden to a full acre, complete with protective fencing to shield the crops from pests. The garden boasted a diverse array of over 20 types of produce ranging from, you ready for this? Tomatoes, potatoes, peppers and squash, cauliflower, zucchini, broccoli, and various herbs. So I think that's really cool.
That's very, very cool. Way to go, kiddo.
Despite juggling over 1,000 hours of work in the garden, especially in the summer softball season and livestock exhibitions, she remained steadfast in her goal. She aimed to donate a total of 20,000 pounds by the time she graduates in 2025.
That's so cool.
That is very, very cool. So kudos to you from Iowa, not Ohio. I don't know how. I'm literally looking at the word when I said it wrong, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
I was like, do you know where I'm from?
All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to The John and Heidi Show.